What up YouTube? You with me Jamie, you're watching the Vape, and today we're going to be talking about the Steam Turbine by SMY. Alright guys, so today we're here talking about the Steam Turbine by SMY. Bit of a mouthful. So, I've been running with this for about 6 weeks now, maybe longer. And it's got its good points and it's got its bad points. What I'm going to do is give you a review what this thing actually is and how it performs after actually using it. You can watch all the other reviews out there which pull it out of the box and have a quick vape on it. That doesn't give you an indication of how good or how bad this tank is. So I'm going to empty it out and then we'll go from there. Okay, so as far as it goes, it is a standard Genesis tank. It has its good points, which is it vapes really well. It's got half decent capacity. I think it's about 2.5 to 3 mil capacity. But that's about it. I can't really think of a lot of positive points. The negatives far outweigh the positives. So I'm gonna basically slate this thing, and it's up to you to decide whether you still want it or not. So the biggest gripe I've had with this thing, after only about a week, if I can try and focus on this, if you can see, sorry it's not the best, if you can see inside here, it's actually gone in. It's gone in. It was becoming harder and harder to maintain a connection with whatever mod I was using, and I found the pin was slowly sinking into the body, and the problem is there's no way of actually getting it back out. It's encased in rubber here, so the only way I could get a connection was by taking my wire clippers and scraping all the edge here to push back and cut away the high amount of rubber which was sticking up and stopping the connection from being made. Now I've cut that away and it hasn't gone back any further since in the past few weeks, so it looks like that's solved the problem. Still a major design fault if you ask me. Okay, the next gripe as such, okay, the holes which you put the wick through are amazingly close to the negative connector. It just becomes a bit of a ball ache to try and coil when you've got a nut that close. It just makes it massively awkward. You have to have such a thin coil. You know, you try and put your screwdriver in there to wrap it around to keep a a nice even coil build, and it just becomes a ball ache, honestly. The other problem with that is the holes are bloody small. They are really thin. It's probably only half a millimeter, if not even that, difference, but it just makes a massive difference compared to something like the Kraken. And the other big gripe, once the tank's on, your two wicks are in. If you try to get a standard, let me show you, the head, if you try to get that in there, it just about fits, which isn't too bad. But when you've got the two wicks in there and you want to fill this tank, the pressure is immense and it pushes all the juice back out once you've filled to about this point here. So the back pressure pushes the juice back out. So I've tried it with a filler and pushed it right down inside, and it still has the same problem. filling with juice. Oh, excuse me, something from eBay just happened. So yeah, that becomes a pain in the fucking ass. So what I found I've had to do is balance the tank upside down like this and plug the hole. Once I put the wicks in, plug the hole with a bit of wicking material and fill there, because obviously if you don't, it ends up just dripping all the way out the bottom. It becomes messy and you have to wash it and everything. That is, well, I say that's the gripe. Another one I would definitely, when you're attaching your coil to the positive post, if you're using a dual coil build, the post edge is so thin that it ends up slipping down. They really should have put a washer in here. I'm meaning to add my own one. I just need to go down to the hardware store and find something. And last but not least, the final gripe, okay, the housing that goes around the tank fits on lovely. Now, once that is on and attached to the atomizer, attached to your mod, you are not getting that off again. It really is a pain in the ass. I'll try to show you. So once it gets tight and you've tightened it, you'll take it back off, take that out, and it's nothing to grip on. You have to go out. Sorry, I haven't got pliers. I'm just going to use my wire clippers to hold it. You have to get pliers to take it apart. So if you're on the go and you need to do a juice change, then you are in for a bad time, because it's not going to happen. You're not going to get it off. You'll have to go search for a tool if you want to fill your juice, because obviously I've told you about the back pressure problem, and also you're just going to make a complete mess. So you're really restricted to vaping on this at home, which is a bit of a shame, because once you've got the tank up and running, it does actually produce a fair amount of vapor. It just is a bit of a pain in the ass. So, positives, I've mentioned the vaping's good. You can't adjust the airflow, but it has got a tight draw on it. So if you're looking for that loose draw, this probably isn't the Genesis for you. I can't think of any more positives. I've listed all the negatives in detail. So okay, another email, sorry if you heard that. So I'm going to go to the top camera. Alright guys, so we're back up top. So yeah, that's the Steam Turbine by SMY. As far as recommendations go, I can't really recommend it. You know, it's not convenient. I wouldn't buy it again, you know, if this did get broken. But it's down to you to choose, you know, whether or not you want it. I believe they're on sale at GearBest at the minute. I'll put a link down below in the description if you're interested in one of these. It is cheap. That is one good aspect. I think they're about $7-8. I don't know what the exact price is on it at the minute, but you know, GearBest offer a good price on it, and it's up to you whether you buy it or not. Personally, I'm not 100% sure. I probably wouldn't buy it again. If I'd rolled back, I'd have just stuck with the Kraken or gone and tried another Genesis. So yeah, I'll leave you with that, guys. Vaping. Sorry, you would have seen at the start of the video I did a vape on it. I'm not going to bother coiling and wicking this back up again, because I think this is just going to be sitting in the tray until I find inspiration to do a different build on it one day maybe. So with that, thanks for watching. I've been the Vape. You've been great. Take care, YouTube.